What's poppin' knights? It's OnoKage, otherwise known as the King, and I'm bringing you a brand new part of What If Naruto Was in the Avatar universe. Now, I'd be lying if I said I was not excited for this one. Listen, you are about to love the direction the story is heading. I am super excited for it, and I can't wait to bring it to you. So, without further ado, let's get into the recap.
Last time on What If Naruto Was an Avatar?
Last we left our heroes, they met Jet and his merry band of misfits. But when they found out that Jet was a homicidal 15-year-old boy, they fought Jet and his merry band of misfits. And after that, the gang traveled to the Great Divide, where they met the Jin Wei and the Wei Jin. And you didn't realize that I never said the names right in that last part, and I'm never going to. So we rolling. And in that part, they realized that Naruto has a very peculiar set of abilities. They grow fearful of Naruto. And because of that, Naruto was isolated from the group. Aang joined him. And as they sat, they talked about their past. Naruto told him of his life in the village. And Aang told him of his life right before he learned he was the Avatar. And immediately afterwards when he ran away. The two bonded. And because of their new bond of friendship that grew deeper, they decided to play a prank on both of those groups that I'm not saying the names of because I do not remember them. And after that, Aang told them a lie so they could shut up. Now, we continue our story. Let's get into it! Woo!
Don't have time to waste, the king is into
Beast
Your
mode.
ninjas better hide away before I drop the beast bomb. Not to win this fairy tale, I got the heat flow. Back the lead in the trunks, I got the heat dome. Got the flow going crazy, that's a shuttle clone. I switch it up and interchange it. Yeah, that's how the story goes.
Cut the intro real quick. All right, so there's a few things I need to say about this next part. Don't worry, I'm not cutting you off, nor am I giving you any more boring before talks. It's just first things first. The episode The Storm. Naruto does not change anything by being there. His existence in this episode is more of an agent of chaos in the background. As the gang find that they've ran out of money and supplies because Katara and Aang water bent them away while training with Gamakichi. They stumble upon an old fisherman's village where Naruto is constantly stopping, drooling over food, and Aang and Gamakichi have to constantly drag him away. As our heroes overhear an old couple arguing about the severity of the storm approaching. The woman tells the man it's too dangerous to go out, especially since the last crewmate he had just quit not too long ago. Naruto and Sokka volunteer to go. As they sail out, Naruto uses shadow clones to dive deeper into the water to bring a great haul of fish, to which Sokka notices and runs to help Naruto. But that's when the storm grows closer. It gets worse and worse and worse. Sokka yells at the fishermen to turn the boat around, but it's impossible. They struggle to keep afloat when Aang and Katara come to rescue them, saving all of their lives, Sokka, Naruto, and the fisherman, who doesn't pay them. To which I must say, fuck you, fisherman, you unnamed bastard, you fucking fuck man. But due to the storm, Sokka and Katara fall ill. Naruto and Aang set out to find a remedy to heal them. Naruto leaves Gamakichi and Gamatsu, and Aang leaves Momo and Appa to look over them while they heal. They head out, and as they travel, they find an old herbalist who tells them of a specialized tree frog that their sick friends have to suck on to be healed. The two head out to search for these frogs, but as they leave, they're ambushed by the Yuyan Fire Nation archers. We continue our story now. For real, for real. Run the intro! Our heroes run out of the old woman's hut, where they're confronted by a hail of arrows. They are easily deflected as Aang creates a shell of wind. The arrows are scattered all around them. Naruto then throws a kunai at the attackers, but the kunai is sent right back to them. And Aang yells, "Naruto, these guys are trained. What do we do?" They run. They run far. They run far and fast. They run far and fast into the forest, hopping between the trees, using the tree limbs as cover from the arrows, but the Yuyan archers are hunters. The two don't get too far. As they run out of trees, they fall into a swamp. But as they fall, Aang falls into something hard.
He grabs it, and it's a frozen tree frog.
Naruto, check it! It's a frog! That's great, Baldy!
An arrow was dangerously close to lodging itself between Aang and Naruto's head.
Run!
The two run, but Naruto uses his to stand on top of the water as he makes 20 shadow clones, confusing the archers, as 10 clones then use transformation jutsu, turning into Aang. They scatter while the real Naruto grabs Aang and dives under the swamp water. And Aang uses his water bending to create an air bubble as the two sit and wait. Naruto can feel his clones are being destroyed, one by one. The two begin slowly crawling under the surface of the water towards the edge of the swamp, where Admiral Zhao was waiting for them. The two begin to fight, and Zhao raises his arm. He shoots a fireball into the air, alerting the archers, who now surround Aang and Naruto. The archers have their aim trained on the two, as Zhao speaks.
Well now, this is a pleasant surprise. When the alarm sounded, I only expected to find one of you. But now, both the Avatar and Iroh's Kitsune are now in my grasp.
Naruto smiles.
What? Widow speak? Really? Did you come to get smacked around again?
You insolent little...
No. No, Kitsune. You see, I'm in a very good mood today. I've collected a great haul, and not even your sharp tongue can get you out of this. For when I hand you over to the Fire Lord, I'm sure he will reward me handsomely. Reward you? What about the rest of your man, Mutton Chops? You didn't do this on your own. Oh, good one, Aang. Mutton Chops. I gotta use that one next time. You got any more? I've been learning from you, and yeah, but it's kind of mean. Oh, say it. Okay. Hey, Zhao. How's it feel having a receding hairline and a barber that hates you? No wonder you keep taking L's. You can't win anywhere, huh? God damn! Oh, Aang, let me try. Hey, Zhao, how's it feel being an old man, yet you're still chasing 12-year-olds? It's like you're making a handbook on how to be a predator. God damn!
Zhao stands not amused, a vein visible on his forehead after the children's mockery, as he yells,
Shut the hell up! Pick the microphone.
in his head. He yells that in his head. On the outside, he's very composed, as he says,
Oh, the Avatar. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you, master of the elements. But look at you now. A fool, palling around with a monster. I've no clue how you managed to elude the Fire Nation for the past 100 years. But your little game of hide and seek is over.
I haven't been hiding. Call off your men and I'll fight you right now.
No. But I do have a question for you now. Tell me, Avatar, how does it feel to be the last airbender left? Do you miss your people? Oh, don't look too sad. You won't be killed like them. You see, if you die, it'll just give birth to the next Avatar, and the Fire Nation will have to begin its search all over again. So I'll be keeping you alive, but just barely. Men.
Zhao gives the command, and the two were knocked out, unconscious by the archers. They both awake in rooms, separated and handcuffed to pillars, separating their arms. Naruto's unable to do jutsu, and Aang cannot bend. And seeing all this go down was a man in a blue mask who stealthily sneaks through the base like a ghost, taking out the guards with his twin ox-tailed swords. He does so with ease, incapacitating the guards but not killing them. The blue spirit confronts the Avatar, while Zhao confronts Naruto. He walks into the room with an aura imposing a confidence that is lost on Naruto, who yells,
What, creep? You come to gloat? No need to gloat when I've already won. Instead, answer a question for me. What makes you tick, Kitsune? Iroh said you were part spirit. At first, I thought the old man was going senile,
But after seeing your power firsthand, if even half of what Iroh said is true, not even the dragons of old could compare. Imagine what power like that could do in the right hands. You really love hearing yourself talk, don't you?
That bravado will only take you so far, boy.
Whatever that word means, it doesn't matter. I ain't telling you squat. Good. That confidence you have is good. But in my experience, boy, it's usually the first thing to break. Naruto continues to confidently stare down Zhao as he states,
Something tells me that your old prisoners weren't ninja. Sorry to disappoint you, but we ninja are made of sterner stuff.
I suppose you may have a point there. Well then, I'll just have to see how long your friends last.
What?
Naruto's eyes open wide as Zhao notices and continues. You see, Kitsune, out of your little friend group, only you and the Avatar are more useful alive. The other two, killing them would be inconsequential. No one would miss a few savages. Their lives are nothing more than
Shut up!
or what, boy?
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Naruto looks up at Zhao, his eyes slanted like the fox. But they are white, with a power that is unknown to him. But this body, Naruto's body, now feels lighter, stronger, as he continues to pull on the chain. The chain attached to the pillar begins to crack, and the fox wakes up and Zhao smiles.
Well then, I figured that would be the case. However, knowing this now, allow me to warn you, Kitsune. If you continue to refuse to cooperate, we will begin the hunt for those savages. And when we find them, you will know, when their screams echo through the halls, that you could have saved them. But don't you worry, I will give you one more chance to cooperate. And hopefully, next time, you make the right decision. Be seeing you, Kitsune.
Zhao leaves as Naruto continues to try to break free. As the blue spirit enters Aang's room to free him, Aang questions,
Who are you? Are you here to free me?
The spirit says nothing, cutting the chains, freeing Aang, grabbing him and pulling him away. As Aang pleads out to the spirit, it does not listen, nor does it break its grip, leading Aang to an escape tunnel. But Aang won't leave his friend. He shoots a massive gust of wind, knocking the spirit off of its feet. As he says,
I'm sorry, but I can't abandon my friends. Thank you for freeing me, but if you're not going to help, you should get out of here. I don't want to drag you down too.
The spirit says nothing, grabbing his swords and brandishing them towards Aang. Aang prepares for a fight, but the spirit rushes past him, taking out the guard that was trying to ambush them. The spirit then turns towards Aang, nodding for him to follow. Aang does, and as they head towards Naruto, who is struggling to escape. But Naruto then notices the crack that formed earlier. He smiles. As he focuses all his strength on breaking that chain, he pulls with everything he has. But it's not enough. He continues, never letting up, until he sees two lights form around his head. But Naruto just thinks that he's going lightheaded due to physical stress. But no. As the two lights circle around his head, his body, the exhaustion that he felt, begins to melt away. As two more spirits swirl around him, these spirits are in a dark purplish color. They enter his body, causing his chakra to overflow, much like when the fox takes control, but this is different from the fox. It feels like earlier. His body is lighter, stronger. A deep purple aura, almost black, emits from his body, engulfing him. Not that Naruto notices. His focus is solely on that chain. He continues to pull and pull and pull until it breaks. Naruto feels drained, much more than when the fox takes over. He needs a second to catch his breath, but the two white lights continue to circle around his head, recovering his stamina. As this happens, he looks at the room he's trapped in as he thinks to himself,
Whoa, that was different. This stuff is metal, right? And I just tore through it. I was strong. Like, super strong. Was that really my power? Or was it the fox? Well, whatever. Can't think about it now.
but the fox does, watching silently, studying Naruto.
It seems the spirits of this world are reacting to him. Are they attracted to the seal or the chakra network? Interesting.
But Naruto doesn't really notice or care. He just makes 2 shadow clones, gives himself a pep talk, forms the Rasengan, and destroys the chains in his other arm. As Naruto gets free, he smiles and exclaims that it's time to help out Aang. As he runs out the room, Aang and the spirit run into the room to find Naruto is nowhere to be found. The two begin to search the room, thinking of where Naruto the ninja could be hiding, while the spirit investigates the chains. One torn at the link through incredible strength, and the other twisted and contorted, shredded to bits. The spirit stares in amazement at this until Aang comes over.
That had to have been Naruto. I'm sure of it. And knowing Naruto, if he actually got free, he probably just went straight out of here. Do you know where that goes?
As they're thinking, there is a giant explosion from the courtyard. Naruto yells and dodges a hail of arrows and fireballs. Naruto then yells, "Multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu!" as he then smiles, pounding his fists together.
I've gotten used to fighting you firebenders, so bring it on. I'll clobber the lot of you.
That's when Zhao sees that his prisoner has escaped. He yells at his men,
Men, the Kitsune is good at illusions. But if you take that boy lightly, and he gets away, the Fire Lord will be the least of your concerns.
As a maelstrom of arrows and fire rain down on the clones, Naruto begins a mass air palm jutsu, deflecting each and every one of their attacks. The air palm then creates a dust storm, to which Naruto uses as cover. As he gets close to the guards, one punch is enough to completely knock them out. He rushes through them, taking them out one by one, as many as he can. But just like last time, he's being overwhelmed. That's when a strong gust of air knocks out guards that were too close to Naruto, as he turns and hears,
Naruto, how'd you tear through those chains? I thought the fox wasn't helping. I don't know. I just got real strong. How'd you get out?
They both blast air from their palms, knocking out a guard that was getting too close, as Aang points to the guy in the blue mask that saved him. Naruto then looks him up and down. The blue spirit is fighting a group of soldiers on his own. Aang jumps down to help him, so Naruto does too. He notes that this guy saved Baldy. He thanks him. The blue spirit says nothing, just staring, to which Aang tells him that he's not the most talkative person. Naruto then turns towards the enemy, who has them surrounded, as he yells,
Buy me some time.
Naruto begins chanting, while the spirit and Aang blocks arrows as well as they can. Aang then blocks some fireballs, and then Zhao comes up to them smiling.
Men, stop aiming for their heads. You injure them, but you do not kill. But, sir, the Avatar and Kitsune are worthless to me dead.
Hearing that, the spirit puts his blades to Aang's throat, as if to say if you move, the Avatar dies. The spirit then looks towards Naruto, who is slowly forming hand signs. He stays silent, slowly walking out of this gate, claiming his prize, the Avatar. The other one is of little concern to him. until he hears.
Summoning jutsu!
A huge cloud of smoke envelops the area, launching the guards away in confusion, until that confusion is soon consumed by fear and panic at the sight of the giant frog. Naruto yells,
Chief, it's good to see you.
"Oh, shut up, you runt. Where in the hell did you summon me?"
Well, to be honest with you, Chief, I don't know. After that guy in the mask attacked me, with his Sharingan, I think, I wound up here.
Guy in a mask with a Sharingan, you say? Also, where are my brats? You summoned them, didn't you? They should have been back by now.
Yeah, Chief, they're here. Gamakichi and Gamatsu are both here.
I know that much already, idiot. I'm asking you, why haven't they returned?
Aang chimes in. Oh, they said the sage energy here is too enticing, and that they wanted to protect Naruto.
I see. So those brats need more discipline. That aside, who in the hell gave you permission to speak, runt?
Sorry, sir.
Good. At least you know your place. Naruto, you know Jiraiya's worried sick, right?
Yeah, right, Chief. Pervy Sage is probably just using this as a good chance to get close to that hag.
Don't disrespect Jiraiya, boy. Once he learned of your disappearance from Shizune, he's been working himself to the bone searching for you.
Naruto blushes, as he states he didn't know. But the Chief Toad just says it's whatever. He'll let Jiraiya know you're alive. But first, the spirit watches all of this in awe. This monster is huge. But Zhao, his frustration grows.
What are you all waiting for? This is nothing more than one of his tricks. Take the fox down.
The men attack, launching a full-scale onslaught at the frog. But all their attacks are useless. They bounce right off the frog's skin. But as the frog looks down to the firebenders, he pulls out his giant sword, stabbing it right into the center of their compound with ease, sending fear through the hearts of the soldiers. They continue to fight the creature, but it's helpless. He then pulls out his pipe and studies the soldiers who he puts it down at. He tells them to light it, and they do, out of fear. The frog then sits down, putting the pipe to his mouth and enjoying a good smoke, surveying the unfamiliar land as he thinks to himself.
These people, they're not ninja. I don't sense an ounce of chakra from them. Instead, they all have a rather small amount of nature energy and spiritual energy, and a weird mixture I've never seen before. I think I could tell what my boys were talking about.
Boss, what are you doing?
I'm enjoying a break, kid. What, do you need me to babysit you?
No, I don't, but I need you to get off your fat butt. My friends are sick. We gotta hurry.
And since when do you order me around?
They too begin to argue, and Zhao notices that this is not just an illusion, but Naruto doesn't have much control over this, and that the blue spirit's guard is down. The way that the spirit fights is like that of a soldier, not just any soldier, a trained Fire Nation soldier without bending. He tells his own soldier to take aim, to take out the traitor. His prize may get away, but at least he does that. As the soldier looses his bow, it gets a headshot to the spirit. The mask prevent any fatal damage, but it did knock him unconscious. Seeing this, Gamabunta blows smoke in Zhao's face, and Naruto and Aang go to see who the spirit was, and it's Zuko. Naruto and Aang both yell in surprise, but now they have to go. Reluctantly, Gamabunta jumps a few hundred meters in the air. Yeah, just a few hundred meters. As if it's almost nothing. In an instant, they disappear. Zhao is furious, but still somewhat amazed. Every time he sees the fox boy, he continues to surprise him,
utilizing unpredictable abilities he's never seen before. Strength that he must have. It's impressive. This boy could be a weapon for the Fire Nation. He then turns to the Yu-Yan soldiers, who were humiliated. As he looks in their faces, he thinks of Iroh. Iroh knew about the Kitsune before anyone else did. He may know more. He has to get that information out of him. As he contemplates how to get away, Naruto and Aang debate over what to do with Zuko. When Gamma Bunta yells,
I don't care what you brats do. Hurry up and take me to my kids.
Aang apologizes to the frog that could kill them, while Naruto argues, while Aang remembers that this frog can kill them. He can kill them all. He could honestly end the war if he wanted to. He tells Naruto to probably chill out a little bit.
Listen, Naruto, we have to hurry up and get the chief back, or he's gonna get mad. That and we can't leave Zuko here. This part of the forest is dangerous.
Naruto looks at Gamabunta, and an idea hits him.
Wait, Baldy, do you have any frogs on you?
Aang checks his pockets, and sure enough, he doesn't. The frogs must have thawed out and escaped in all the excitement. And Naruto continues.
Fine. I'll stay with this jerk until he wakes up. But you gotta get some more frogs. You found them pretty easy before.
Aang smiles as he gives Naruto a fist bump. He then tells Naruto that the camp is east of here. Naruto smiles, saying that he got it, as he jumps down with Zuko. He waves bye to them, and he sits beside Zuko all night, until Zuko wakes up, shocked to see Naruto. As he wonders what's going on, Naruto begins to speak.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about the last time we talked.
Zuko remains silent as Naruto continues.
I said you reminded me of a loser back home. And while that's still true, I think you remind me more of Haku. And that's why I can't stop thinking about you. You see, he was this crazy strong guy, the strongest guy I ever fought. But he had a problem. He let some jerk tell him what his life was worth.
Zuko continues to listen to Naruto.
You see, so everything Haku did was to make his master proud. And one day Haku actually did it. He finally got the love and respect that he deserved. And you wanna know how Haku did it?
Zuko sits up, actually engaged in Naruto's story. He doesn't know if it's fear from the last time that he and Naruto met, where Naruto almost killed him, or respect for his strength. But he listens to Naruto as he continues.
He got himself killed, Zuko. His master could only show his pride and love for his student after his death. I still think about him, and I wonder if me and Haku were from the same village, or even if I could have just met him earlier. Maybe we could have really been friends.
What's your point, Fox? I told you my name already, idiot. It's Naruto. But my point is, Haku, he was just like me. And just because we grew up on different sides, he was my enemy and we were supposed to hate each other. But how could I hate someone that I could understand so clearly? He wanted to earn the respect of the people he admired. That's just like me. Where I'm from, everyone hates me just because I have this demon inside me. Demon!
Yeah, long story. Everyone thinks the fox is a demon. So they starved me, beat me, ignored me. It sucks, but
Happy birthday, my son.
everyone from my village hated me. But I never give up. I'll earn their respect.
And I'll be the Hokage.
Zuko relates to this boy's story, the story of Haku, as he tells Naruto.
So you understand why I need the Avatar. Like you need the respect of your village. I need my honor back. Without it, I'm nothing. When I have the Avatar and hand him over to my father, he will return my honor to me.
Why do you insist on getting in my way?
Naruto stands in front of Zuko, getting in his way again, extending his hand towards the boy. As he says,
Because you and Haku, your head's in the same spot. My sensei told me, right after Haku died, people don't give you their respect. You earn it. Your father can't give you your honor. No matter what you do, you have to earn that for yourself.
and you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for him. Just like Haku did. Zuko looks up at Naruto. He reaches for his hand. Naruto smiles, but Zuko then slaps it away, causing Naruto to yell.
What was that for?
It's because you're a child, Fox. You wouldn't understand. Without my honor, I'm nothing. I have nothing. I am nothing. And I'm saying get your honor for yourself, jackass. If you get Aang, then what?
Then my father will accept me.
How, you idiot? Does he just say it's all good and the years you suffered by yourself mean nothing anymore? Look, I don't have a dad, Zuko. But the relationship you have with yours is messed up. Parents who care about their kids wouldn't just abandon them. If you don't have a father, how could you ever understand?
Because instead of a father, I have people who actually care about me. And people who love you don't just ignore you when you mess up. They still care.
Zuko has heard enough. He shoots a fireball at Naruto. But the spirit, or the light that was helping Naruto earlier, the purple one, shoots from Naruto's stomach. And the fire that Zuko shot was absorbed. Naruto questions what that is, but Zuko turns his back, walking away. And Naruto knows he can't just leave. As Zuko walks away, Naruto throws a kunai that hits a tree that was right by his head.
What do you want? I told you. I've heard enough of your useless prattle.
Your name was Zuko, right? I just want to tell you, you're an idiot. But I like guys like you. Guys that follow their dreams no matter what. You just can't be bad people. Once you learn that trying to get Baldy won't answer your problems, and you need somewhere to go, join us. I'll vouch for you. And we can work towards our dreams together. Zuko turns back towards Naruto, saying nothing, just looking him in the eyes. He then turns away, continuing to walk back towards his vessel. Once he arrives home, he passes by Iroh, who questions,
Zuko, where have you been? You missed last night's karaoke. Kaiten sang a beautiful ballad of love and turmoil.
I'm tired, Uncle. I'm not to be disturbed until I wake. Very well, nephew. Enjoy your rest. As Zuko reaches his quarters, he stares at the flag of the Fire Nation. And Naruto's words echo in his head. He grabs the flag and tears it off the wall as he rests in his bed. Meanwhile, Naruto jumps on Appa's tail, exhausted, as Katara and Sokka are feeling much better after sucking on frogs, much to Gamakichi's amusement. But he thinks back to what his father told him.
If you two idiots want to stay here, that's fine. I respect your decision to keep your eye on Naruto, but return home every now and again so that the Lord can see you.
Katara smiles.
That's a weird way to say you miss your kids.
Gamatsu adds,
Well, yeah, Dad loves us. He's just kind of shy. At least that's what Granny says.
Shut up, idiot. I'm leaving now. And I'm going to let Jiraiya know that you're all okay. And once we find a way to get Naruto home, you two will be the first to know.
I got it, Pops.
Good. Now, Gamachichi, look after your brother. And don't let that brat die.
He still owes me a drink when he gets older. Gamakichi now laughs, looking at Naruto resting. As he jumps onto Naruto's head, getting comfortable, resting, Momo, seeing the frog, gets jealous and cuddles up to Aang. The Thor rests after a long day, and Kurama watches as the spirits spiral around Naruto. There are 4 now in total.
They seem to be getting stronger. They're still weak, but there's a light spirit, a shadow spirit, a wind spirit, and now a fire spirit. Interesting.
So, I think that's where we're going to end this one for today. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What you rated? And listen, I am loving where this story is going. I'm really liking the spirit powers that I think I'm going to give Naruto. I think it's going to be super freaking interesting and super freaking cool. So hopefully you stay tuned for those. And we're going to barrel through these because I really want to get into book 2 stuff. I want to start talking about Toph and things like that because I freaking love Toph. I think interactions with them and Naruto are going to be cool. I love that I'm expanding a bit more on Aang's personality. You know, he's a kid. He's going to pick up after the foul-mouthed Naruto. And I'm also going to make Naruto more of a god of roast in this series because, one, he's actually getting to hang around kids that have more personalities other than, you know, murderer psychopath that wants revenge and girl. So he gets to hang around kids that actually give more diverse personalities. So letting Naruto bring his personality out more. And Naruto, the OG series, if you didn't know it, was really good at roasting people out of the blue. And I think that's what I'm going to keep here. I think it's going to be really fun to see how Naruto grows and develops as he becomes kind of just like the god of roast in this series. And one thing that I want to say before, you know, we close out the video. I'm so sorry that this one took 2 weeks to come out. Like, I've had this finished written for about 8 days now at this point. And you wanna know what took me so long to actively record it? So one, I'm working a lot right now, right? You know, getting bills caught up and all that other jazz. I just wanted to make sure that I got my, you know, my life situated, right? But 2, in between me working like crazy hours, I also just have so many other projects that I'm working on right now. Like with the Itachi Survived What If, I have to constantly be in there. With the Slime What If, I'm helping out every now and again with that one. I have other what ifs I'm working on. I have a rap battle I'm working on right now. Stay tuned for that. That one's gonna be fun. I'm working on editing that stuff right now. It's just a lot of projects all on the back burner. And it's not just me working on them, but my input is very important on these projects. So I can't just neglect them and let them be, you know, work in the background. So, yeah. I work a lot, and then like my 1 to 2 days of free time are going towards those stuff and not towards my channel. And yeah, I gotta fix that soon. You know, but don't worry. I'm also still planning on doing stuff in the Discord. Like watch parties especially. I'm actively positive. After the 15th of this month, my bills should be caught up. Maybe not the 15th. Let me look at my calendar. Radio really quick. So yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's like this month though. Like specifically this month, I should be caught up on my bills. And this is just a major if. By the 24th of this month, my bills should not be like delinquent at this point. And I should be getting caught up. So I'm just playing keep up rather than catch up. So I think that right there is going to be great. Also, Red did start the Buy Me a Coffee. Link in the description for that. And let me remind you, you do not have to give anything. I promise you, you don't have to. The channel will continue to go and grow as much as possible. But if you can spare anything, the money that you do use to assist me will go towards my bills first and foremost. You know, to get my rent caught up, to get my bills, you know, my electric, to keep that on, and to keep the gas on and shit like that. And trust me, I don't use more than I need to. I'm right now wrapped up in a blanket talking to you. I don't like turning my gas on. I learned that from us being a kid. But after those things are taken care of, the rest of the money is going to go right back into the channel, to hiring like a cheap editor to edit the videos for me, so that I don't have to worry about that process, so I can start putting more videos up on the back burner and having stuff ready to go for you guys, so that I can have, you know, more videos up here frequently. Like, any excess money will go towards making the channel better, whether it be getting a new computer so that I can actually edit things faster and more seamlessly, so that I don't have to constantly go back and forth, or get more programs and more software to actively make better images, or just make the videos better themselves. I can't wait to actively become a better YouTuber for you guys, so that this channel can grow like it deserves to, because I'm constantly putting the work in, and I don't want to disappear, and I don't want to go away. But at the rate I'm putting videos out, it's probably going to happen. So I want to speed up for you guys, and for me too. Other than that, man, I don't think I got much more to say. You know, other than the basic like, comment, and subscribe. For real, I need it. Like, it helps the channel grow. And I do want to say this real quick. When you guys like the videos and comment on the videos, it doesn't do much, like, for me in the algorithm as much as just subscribing does. But, like, it does a lot for me, like, morally. Like, it makes me want to continue to work. Whether it's a negative or positive comment, it makes me want to continue to put work in on the channel. So when you guys comment and like the video, it actively makes me want to work harder. So there's that. And join the Discord. I'm really planning on doing stuff with it, but I want people there when I do it. So please join the Discord so that we can actually get some stuff rolling on there. Other than that, for peace and love, I forgot the outro. OnoKage out. Peace.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. If you run the homie, gonna get smoked. No time for the lame ass jokes. I'm the GOAT. You a gringo when that story's been told. I make money moves, controlling every view. Oh no, you got hella proof, but no one's helping you. What's wrong? Now you on your own, you really want to smoke. Oh no, Chico really done did wrong. What's wrong? The hollow meta in the skyliss, bro. Keep talking crazy, I might go post though. Always trouble when they go too far. Nobody mess with me familiar. Father.